too.
So
Batman. Shit, man.
I know. I just heard the theme music and immediately I just said, okay, all right. Should we try it again? Should we try that again?
No, it's ruined.
Hey, he's awake, so I don't care. Whatever.
Well, let's try it again then, damn it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Let's let them know what we're talking
about. In Akron, Ohio.
Because in Ohio, the only thing to do
is apparently this.
Well, except for when the Cavaliers are playing basketball.
Well, they do. I think they serve beans there, so
good for your heart.
No, especially when the Cavaliers are playing basketball, because that's the only time everybody's there.
There you go.
And you
exactly.
Can shit on everybody's car.
Yeah. And that's a story. Apparently in Akron, Ohio, the Akron
police... It's been a bandit.
Yeah. There's been a poop bandit.
A shit bandit.
And Akron, Ohio, the Akron police are looking for a guy who's been shitting on people's cars. He's been doing
how crazy that shit sounds. Just for those listening.
Literally.
The assailant has an asshole.
He's been taking shits on cars for about 2 years now.
Massive shit.
He has nothing. That lets you know that one, he probably only has to shit when there's a whole bunch of cars around.
Yeah. He's got his over 19 reports have been filed, and that's been like 19 cars have been pooped on.
19 cars have been defiled, folks.
Yes.
Hey, shit's real.
Welcome to this episode of Wollie Mopped Gaming Podcast, episode number 31. We're getting a little bit up there. There's not a whole lot of shit going on, so I'm just warning you up front. This is probably going to be one of our shortest shows that I can think of in recent history. But if you want that extra taste of Wollie Mopped, if you want to just put our foots, just mop the floor with you, head over to the good old SoundCloud. You can actually we'll probably have it up on our actual YouTube page, the Half-Ass Heroes superheroes team up with the Wollie Mopped guys, and that show is pretty fun too. But we want to do an actual, and Tony's still playing Marvel.
Hey, he's never gonna stop.
It's all right. It's all good. He's got Wolverine, I think. Some shit. I don't know what it is.
Colossus.
Same shit. Anyways.
No,
totally different.
Definitely not the same shit. Definitely not the same shit.
I'm trying to make Tony mad over here. Okay?
You're making me madder that way.
I'm
a nerd guy.
You didn't make me mad at all.
All right, so trust me.
I know what Wolverine looks like.
That should have made nobody in this house right now mad, seeing as right behind you is a giant Wolverine montage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
He's coming back.
Anyways,
better than ever, damn it.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty short week. We're having a gaming tournament on the 29th, is it?
I think it's 29th.
The last Sunday of the month this month. So 2 for the price of 1 gaming tournaments coming up. We'll have that video up soon about what games we're playing. But Tony P,
yo,
what games have you been playing in the last 2 weeks? Because we haven't seen you last week. We didn't. And you weren't here for the team up either. So
yeah.
So
I was.
So besides bitches, what have you been playing?
I mean, of course, I've been playing Marvel Contest of Champions.
Awesome.
But believe it or not, I've actually been kind of getting out lately, and kind of getting back into playing a little bit of poker because
I would have guessed you would have been playing a little bit more of Tekken.
Not really.
At the tournament before last, my boy Blue.
Yeah,
he came out the stunt on you.
He did.
I mean, not say you didn't get your licks in.
Right.
He was
but at the same
you.
time, I had to fight back out of the lines. Then
Yes, you did.
I don't like fighting out of the lines.
And Blue was in the winner's circle with you, and he said he'll be back soon. So we'll see.
Oh no, I'll be ready for him though. You know what I'm saying? You know me.
I'm saying. I mean, you've been playing a lot of Marvel Clash of Champions, and there's no controller. I mean, don't get the controller and be trying to press the TV.
Yeah.
Nah. Hey, trying to put his finger on the TV, like, why isn't it working?
Kick.
Not much.
I know about to trust me. When it comes to Tekken, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
the skills there.
I mean, I just want to see a good grand finals.
I was about to say that was one of the best as far as I'm concerned. Just the fact that I had to come from out of the losers and win 3 consecutive, and I did that shit. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I exerted all my energy into winning those 3 straight. And then for whatever reason, I just fell flat. Those, once it actually reset.
I think you need the character change is what I think you needed.
Yeah, I just kind of didn't know who I was gonna run with.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you both were kind of like doing like character specialists, which is great.
Yeah.
But you need. I think in any fighting game you need 2 characters.
In
the case of Tekken 4.
Well, the thing about it is, I mean,
that's
you guys know
that's like 2 years worth of working right there.
Right. With me when it comes to Tekken, you know what I'm saying, I pretty much stick to roughly 4 characters. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, I just got to kind of find a way to work the 4 characters that I do to my best advantage.
Yeah, just make sure that they have different skill traits, to counter whatever.
Right.
Is happening.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that. But Blue, if you're listening, man, just know that March 29th, I'm coming back for my crown.
Maybe we'll play Tekken.
Maybe we'll play some Tekken.
We don't know. We don't know yet. We haven't even decided yet. We gotta talk about that in a little bit.
Well, if we play Tekken, just know, Blue, I'm coming for the crown.
All right, Lone Wolf, what you been playing, man?
Indie games. I'm waiting for 2 games coming up.
Indie games. Are these games from India?
Yeah. There is
Prince of Persia.
Yes, Prince of Persia. That's Persian. That'd be Iraq or Iran. No. I've been playing. I finished Apotheon, which I think I talked about last week.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, you did. The God of War. The bootleg God of War.
Yeah, I finished that up last week.
Did it beat God of War-ish? Or more true to a Greek?
Not really true to it, because a lot of things with a lot of Greek stories is like the tragic hero thing. It was kind of a tragic story, but at the same time, at the end, it was more like It's a story that starts over from like the beginning. It's interesting how to do it. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody if anybody actually wants to play it.
I'm pretty sure you got a lot of people playing it.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I beat Velocity 2X, which is the bullet hell time shooting game. I beat that one, which the ending for that one was a little bit disappointing because they ended
But was the boss battle?
Boss battle wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Wasn't that bad.
Usually those are like OP.
With these boss battles, the first one it's just a normal like boss. You shoot it. You have to shoot in certain areas. Then the next one is like you have in the game you have these switches that you have to hit, and you have a teleporter that can teleport you to different parts of the map or the different parts of the stage to so you can go back and like hit certain switches and stuff like that. Some of the bosses have these switches going around them. You have to hit the switches in order and do certain things. One of them you have to fly inside of the ship. You have to like shoot. You have to shoot the switches, shoot a certain part of the ship to get the shield off of it, then fly inside the ship and do the 2D side scroller part inside of the ship to bring down its shield so you can actually do damage. Yeah. And the last boss is like a culmination of all that like 5 times. So
very Mega Man-ish.
I beat that one last week. Now I'm playing. I played Counter Spy, which was it's a 2D side scroller that has a kind of a Team Fortress-y kind of feel to it.
Explain that.
It's a 19s. It has a 1950s, 60s feel to it.
Okay.
You play as a spy for this agent called Counter, and you're trying to keep. They don't call them America and the USSR, but it's America and the USSR from shooting nukes at the moon to blow it up to cause Armageddon for the entire planet.
Awesome.
So, and they both have
$1 million.
Both nations have the same plan. To blow up the moon, and it's everything's exactly the same. So you can choose which country you want to infiltrate. Each country also has DEFCON levels. So the higher the DEFCON level is, 1 being the highest, 5 being the lowest. Mm-hmm. The higher the DEFCON level, the more chances of them doing a preemptive launch to blow up the moon. It's a heavy stealth game. Stealth game. You can
Mark of the Ninja stealth game or.
Not as heavy from what I've heard. Not as heavy, and I want to play Mark of the Ninja.
You don't play Mark of the Ninja?
It's only for Microsoft.
Well, we have extra Xboxes now, so I'll get you
I definitely want to play that.
Oh man, Mark of the Ninja.
I just want to play. I want an actual stealth game. This one is stealth to a certain degree, but it makes you kill people at certain points.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like. Like some of it I just want to sneak. Yeah. I like sneaky games for that. I love sneaky games just for the fact I want to
sneaky snake.
And the last game I've been playing is another indie game called Swapper.
Wow, you are like really playing a lot of indie games. Oh my god,
nothing else out. So, the Swapper game is you play as like some kind of like astronaut.
Swapper, no swapping.
Yeah. You are on this space station that has these alien creatures on it that are essentially they're rocks that are sentient. They can't talk or anything, but they communicate with each other through like a form of telepathy. So apparently the people who are on this station.
Rocks.
Apparently these the
yeah, because you're so high. You know? Yeah. Scythian rocks.
Oh god. The crew that was on the space station before,
high as fuck.
They were probably high as fuck. They developed I believe they found this device that they call the Swapper. Basically, it can create clones of you, and you can God damn it. You can switch.
You fire it up.
Okay. You can switch your body. With
I've seen this game. Yeah.
You can switch your body,
and like you can die, but not all of you dies or something like that. You can kill the clone.
If you kill yourself, whatever body that you're currently in, you die.
Yeah,
and you have to start that part all over.
No. I've actually played this game.
Yeah, it is so much fun.
Yeah, it's actually a shit ton of fun.
It's a heavy puzzle game though.
Yeah,
it is like I'm stuck.
I think they came off 360 too as well.
I believe so. Yeah.
Xbox Live game. Yeah,
it's definitely a game that's.
I think I got that one with I Am Alive and some other ones a while ago when it first came out.
So I still got to get on. I still got a couple games like I got to get on. Infamous First Light,
which is a standalone, right?
Yeah, which is standalone, which I gotta hurry. Which I've been saying I'm gonna play for a while, but I keep
yeah, we can go back to like about 3 or 4
episodes. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely play this game. I got like 2 other games that just came out. Was it New and Tasty, the Outward game?
Yes.
I gotta get on that, and I think that's it because I already beat Counter Spy, which I was like, well, then I beat this, so I gotta get on that.
Anticlimactic. It's over.
Once you find all the plans, it's just like, well, you stop the stuff, and you can play it over. You can play it over again, basically on like a higher difficulty, a little bit more challenge, but basically it's a very short game.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting right now for
the 2
Type 0 next week,
which is basically
it's
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy 15. Which that's all you're getting it for is for the demo.
But what's cool about that demo will not be in the game. It's just a standalone thing. Yeah. It's basically like Ground Zeroes for Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't played Ground Zeroes. I refuse to.
Final Fantasy Type 0 actually looks. The
military story in the game looks really good.
It looks like it looks like it's going to play very similarly to Final Fantasy 15. Similar. I didn't say the same. I said similar.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy 15.
It looks
like
awesome.
It's gonna be that.
Like
it's crack.
It's something I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
It's truly.
It truly breaks away from conventional Final Fantasy games.
I rather say games in general. Like it's a next gen. It is a next gen experience to me.
Yeah.
We'll see. It looks kind of hack and slashy to a certain extent.
Actually,
it looks like
to perform the combos, you hold the button down. I learned that today.
Oh,
it's not a button masher then. So it's gonna be.
And actually, the way that you set up your so you have like 5 different weapons you can mix in and out, and you can like get different weapons and stuff like that. And like if you get like the short sword, of course it's gonna be like slow, and then like you can set it up to where you have like a big heavy attack at the beginning and then do quick, or you can do quick, and then one long one at the top. And then there's a whole thing about you throw your sword and it gets there. It's
gonna be different. It's
definitely one of those, and it's heavy on the you have to plan before you go into battle. And then the open world of it, like people. I go on the fair.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get on that.
Oh yeah.
And
the whole dynamic of your team, like actually, like the little details of.
Oh yeah, like I like the being able to like switch between the characters.
Like that's very Dragon Age.
Yeah.
But like the dynamic of like the little things I've seen. Like I saw one where you were like he was like looking down into the distance or whatever, and he was standing there for a while the guy was talking on the intro, and like the person you're with starts like doing this.
Yeah.
Like he starts pointing his finger, tapping his watch, like, "Hey, bitch, we gotta go." And then you're in the car, and then there's like a real gas station. It's pretty crazy.
I'm really psyched about it. And the next game, 2 weeks from now, is going to be 2 weeks from when we're actually recording the show. Is going to be Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
If you guys
which might be good or not, we don't know.
If you guys like Dark Souls, it's basically going to be Dark Souls. I love the Dark Souls series. It's a fun series. Difficult series.
Like the Dark Souls series. I like what the Dark Souls series represents.
But
to me, I'm more of a Devil May Cry, which I believe which in my opinion is like Dark Souls-ish.
Devil May Cry focuses more on like style than anything. Where Dark Souls has more of like a tactic aspect to it.
I agree. But I wouldn't say more tactical. Because
it's a different type of tactical. You're not focusing on making whatever you're doing look pretty. It's making sure that you don't die.
I mean, but in Devil May Cry.
Do not make it sound like I'm saying like Devil May Cry is like an easy ass game.
No, we're having the same argument that we have every time that we talk about Tekken versus Street Fighter
versus Mortal Kombat.
Because Devil May Cry being the older game at the time, Devil May Cry, some of the modes on Devil May Cry are just ridiculous. Like Dante Must Die, but like it's like one hit. Like it's brutal.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's not the fact that I like one game over the other.
Oh no, they're the same. They're the same genre in my. I
like them for two totally different reasons, and they like where
I feel like they're the same genre.
Where Devil May Cry feels literally more like a hacky slashy type game.
You can be stylish in Devil May Cry, more so than Dark Souls, because like you say, you're like trying to stay alive with it. It doesn't look cool all the time in Dark Souls. You're just trying to get through with it. But at the same time, that level of trying to make it through the level, trying to get through.
Oh yeah.
Is it like you could be on your last bit of help, but like they just make it. I feel like it's more rewarding because it's stylish.
Well, I see like with Devil May Cry, with how they do a lot of the stuff especially when like the different modes and stuff like that.
It's so difficult.
You have your styles and stuff like that, but you're taking the same enemies and you're just kind of like beefing up their health and stuff like that.
I was besides Devil May Cry 4, the enemies are recycled a lot.
Yeah, it's just like you're beefing up. You're just beefing up their health.
No, I get you.
In Dark Souls, it's more like it's like literally
it has that.
Anything.
It has that RPG level. Like you make a wrong turn.
Yeah, you
might be fighting something that like
you didn't want to.
Well, no, it's not
like, like RPG. Like you know how you go to a cave that you're not leveled up for enough.
Oh god.
Yeah, like Dark Souls is a lot like that.
Even the little guys can like wreck you if you're not careful. Like you can do like bam, this guy like one shot like certain characters. Yeah. But if you're not careful yourself, they can actually do some pretty good damage.
I would love to see like a open world Devil May Cry type game like that. Like you know, I like in Devil May Cry 2, Dante Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
When he's like older, which was the worst Devil May Cry. It was
I was so psyched when they get because I played Devil May Cry 1. A friend let me borrow Devil
May Cry 1. Even like I said, I have the which I was playing. Devil May Cry 1 to this day, it holds up so well.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. The gameplay, the control, everything was so good.
It set a genre. It did.
Yeah. And I went back and checked the whole L1 to was in the original game, but you got to turn it off after So I never know how to turn it off.
The with Devil May Cry 1, it felt right. It was
the PlayStation game that made me go, damn, maybe I need to get a PlayStation.
I was so psyched when they announced Devil May Cry 2. I was like, oh my god, this game's gonna be awesome. Dante's back.
But see, back then we didn't know about like developers and shit, we didn't know that they had a different developer and shit.
And the game came out, and I was
of course, you know now that your game Bayonetta was made by the same creator of the Devil May Cry series.
It is Devil May Cry. It literally
it's Devil May Cry with a female.
Which is crazy. When you said that you never played Devil May Cry, I was like,
what?
Like, in essence, I have.
Yeah, like I can see if you're not playing. I can see like you never played like 4 and shit like that. But the first one, like,
the first Devil May Cry, like,
as big of a Bayonetta fan as you are,
right?
Yeah, man, you got to go back and check that out.
Yeah, Devil May Cry was like started a lot of different genres, like God of War.
Yeah,
it
restarted Ninja Gaiden.
Yep.
I mean, I love Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, if there was no DMC, man. Man.
I would say.
I'm buying the versions.
Yeah, I would play 1, 2. You can kind of sort of skip.
2 you can skip.
Garbage.
But you might want to read the wiki.
Yeah, read the wiki.
Read the wiki because some interesting shit goes on.
It's supposedly it's before 4, but after 1.
2 is supposed to be like the furthest in the future.
No, 4 is the furthest in the future. No, you're right. 3 is the furthest. 2 is the furthest in the future. 4 is
spoiler. Dante goes to hell.
Yeah. 2 is the furthest in the future for the original Dante. Dante story. 4 is before 2. 1 is before 2, and 3 is the prequel for everything. Like Dante's young, he's just starting up Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I know it's
Devil May Cry.
It's almost like it almost sounds
got a touch of Kojima.
Hey,
yeah.
I was gonna say it almost sounds Star Wars esque.
Yeah.
Star Wars started out with 4, 5, and 6, and then years later, 1, 2, and 3.
I would say it's more like Broken Order altogether.
Right.
It's a case of a game that wasn't expected to be as popular as it became.
Yeah. What was it? Kojima
trying to do a franchise on it.
Yeah, Kojima had the first Metal Gears, and those were surprisingly successful. Then you had Metal Gear Solid, 1 and 2, which were really, really successful. Then he goes with a prequel with 3, goes further into the future with 4, and then now he's going like in between Metal Gear Solid 3, Peace Walker, and stuff like that, and the Metal Gear series with
but the crazy part is he's been telling the same story for like 20 years.
Yeah. Every time he's like, "This is it. This is the last one."
Yeah.
It's like
I kind of believe him this time.
Don't forget. I cannot forget. Even though he's kind of sort of a part of it, but mainly Platinum Games is making this one. Revengeance.
Revengeance, which was a good game.
Yeah. They're supposedly making a second Revenge. What are you playing? We're sitting.
What is Red K playing? That's the Streets one.
I've been playing a lot of just anything with a controller. I got a new fight stick, and I've been learning how to use that.
Bowser, you can get adjusted to it pretty well. I'm playing with the fight stick.
No.
Well, at least being honest, sir.
I feel I'm starting to feel comfortable with it, but I don't feel comfortable enough to just go out with it. But I mean, I've been playing online with it and shit with several different games. It's easier to play. It's easier to play the Injustice on fight stick than Street Fighter, any kind of Street Fighter game.
Right.
Injustice it feels like it's made for it. Like the moves come out when you want to. I mean, the controller, the buttons are good.
What kind of how many gates does it have?
It's 8 gate.
Okay.
So it's click 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 click, all that shit like that. I mean, but I'm getting it. Street Fighter, I can forward dash cancel into a super on the right side, but can't do the left side consistently.
Yeah.
Right.
I can do it, but I can't do it consistently. Doing the fucking Shoryuken. Doing the fucking Shoryuken is fucking ridiculous because it's forward,
down,
forward diagonal.
Yeah, forward diagonal.
Between forward and down.
Yeah.
Down diagonal.
Yeah, down diagonal. Forward down
down
diagonal. Forward down diagonal.
Yeah, so and then doing that with forward dash cancel and then hitting the fucking 3 times punch, which is way on the other side because my hand is not that big or the fucking shit. I gotta do the buttons in the way. Like, I wish they could have 3 buttons, like 3 buttons on the top, 3 buttons on the bottom, and all the way at the top 2 buttons. That would be my perfect fight pad. Looking at the fucking Injustice fights. No, looking at the Mortal Kombat fight pad that they got coming out.
Yeah.
Woo! Can't wait to get that. See what that's about. Been playing some Street Fighter. Haven't gone online with the fight stick yet. I actually I didn't want to, but I had to stop playing Dragon Age 2 because I just got started playing fighting games, and it pretty much KI took over my life.
Yep.
And
KI took over my life.
Pretty much, KI has a new ranking out now. So instead of being like level 40, level 1, 2, 3, you still have the levels you can increase on, but now they have tiers. So you could be bronze tier, silver tier, gold tier,
or platinum tier.
No, killer.
Oh, okay.
Killer.
Okay.
Killer.
And killer is to get inside the killers.
You got to be like a god.
You got to be that.
I'm moving on up. I got placed in silver. You play 10 games, and depending on how you win all 10, you can get put in like gold, I believe.
Yeah.
Off rip. But yeah, I got put in silver, so I'm fighting my way out of silver. I'm learning some things. I'm still rocking with Spinal because he's got some He's just got so much tech. Like he just has so much tech. Like I was trying to figure out what I was doing wrong lately because I was losing to these people that jump, that just jump like fucking crazy, like Sedera and fucking Jago jumps a lot. They got a lot of overhead priority and stuff like that. But using Spino's anti-air, which is not a great anti-air, but it works pretty good.
Right.
Works enough to make them chill out for a little bit, and then you can go in. Because basically, Spino's no good unless he has skulls. Like,
well, it seems like a lot of the characters in that game have traits that without those traits, some of those traits, they aren't as good.
Yeah, I mean, like there's like once you learn how to play Killer Instinct, and I mean there is a learning curve to playing Killer Instinct. But once you hit that learning curve, like maxing out your combos, getting into your combos, I mean, you can just go straight up in Killer Instinct and do stuff and mash buttons and pretty much be good. But a lot of times, like a lot of people know how to block, they know how to combo break. Like you can't really get the combo streams that you want. You know what I mean? Like you might only be able to get a combo stream probably like 3-4 times a match against somebody that's really good, knows how to block, knows what you're gonna do,
or combo break it.
Or combo breaker, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look out. You gotta watch out for those lockouts. When you get a lockout on somebody, you gotta max that damage.
Oh hell yeah!
You gotta use your specials. You gotta use your traits. Spinal has skulls, so what I like to do is my new favorite thing to do with skulls is go full screen with the skull. So like if I lost the match or the match is starting over again or it first starts and I got skulls, I'll go full screen on somebody, right? And then I'll do a low skull which goes slow. Disappear not behind you, in front of you, and either let you take the hit on me so I can hit you and start a combo stream, or do a grab, or if you jump, do an anti-air while what you call it still going, or wait till the hits you block, do an overhead, and from the overhead I cancel into a special, because much like Street Fighter, you can cancel into combo streams from normal hits. So it's a whole bunch of it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm actually gonna start doing a new video coming up soon, probably this week or next week. It's gonna be called fighting game jargon, because there's a whole fighting game language that I know people don't understand when they're watching fighting games. Like when people still,
I need to brush up. I'll put it like this: after last tournament, I'm sitting there like I was so out of it last tournament. I'm like trying to like commentate, and I'm like forgetting terms and stuff like that. I need to brush up on stuff so when I am tired, I can do commentation and not sound like I'm fucking don't know what I'm doing.
Like people see people playing a game like Marvel vs. Capcom, and you hear somebody say Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody knows what the fuck Happy Birthday is. Happy Birthday is when you get two people caught in a special.
Or three people.
If that's the case, then that should be a very happy birthday.
Special. It's if they get caught. If you bring in like a support character and you catch all the characters in a combo,
and they call it Happy Birthday. But like that's something that they don't know. Like like normals. I said normals, but nobody knows what normals are. Normals are just attacks that are special attacks. Yeah. Then you gotta go through normal, special, supers, and
hyper,
ultras, and you know what I'm saying. Like So we're gonna do a video we're gonna do probably a weekly thing, called fighting game jargon. And hopefully that helps some people out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing that. I've been playing Raymond. Nobody's on Raymond. Raymond Legends, yeah. We got that for free. So I've been trying to play the multiplayer soccer game, but nobody's really on there right now. And I've been playing Injustice, trying to get my Injustice game back.
About to say, we know who you've been rocking with.
Actually, I've been rocking with Nightwing, of course.
Of course.
I've been getting my combos back because there's a jukebox hero that I want to beat up on when we get
jukebox.
I'm talking about you, BP.
Yep.
And
yep. BP, if you're listening.
Batman versus Dick.
Yep.
And we know who wins. And we know who wins.
I gotta get. I've been actually playing more Arrow with that.
Yeah. Your arrow's nice though.
I like.
If you get your ice arrows right, and you be straight for your full combos.
Oh my God! You deviated from Flash. What the hell have I missed?
They play right now. Arrow just feels a little bit simpler to deal with right now.
Okay.
Flash trying to pull off some of Flash's combos is a little bit more difficult because he relies on his speed.
I'm telling you,
doing a lot
Flash
of
with stick, with the fight stick, it would be so much simpler for you.
See, I would definitely have to get comfortable with the first.
But one day I'll finish Dragon Age 2, and then I'll play Inquisition. That's just been sitting. The game of the year, many people's game of the year, pretty much every online outlet's game of the year is just sitting on my speaker in the house right now. So got to get on that. Well, let's get into the main stories. There's not many of them with what we're playing. I mean, not what we're playing. Oh,
news you should have heard
about. Thank you.
All right, in the first story of the stories you should have heard about, if you are a GTA fan, pretty much everybody is, you'll be happy to know that they finally got HIEST. Woohoo!
Finally.
Woo! And I'm not talking about the heist in the actual game. Like, I'm talking about actual heist that you can do with co-op. And I believe there's 4 of them at the time right now. They're really like the what's the Destiny things?
Like the raids?
Yeah, they're kind of like the raids. Like, they take about 5 or 6 missions to do, about 3 hours to get through them all, and everybody has their own job to do specifically. And if somebody dies, you get less money, whatever the case is. So basically how it is the person, I guess you have to have a certain rank level online on GTA, and that person puts up the bank, his bank, for the heist. And then he hires people who are actually your friends or whatever to get in the heist with him. Now, depending on how successful the heist is, well, you that's how much money you get. But if the heist goes belly up, then like the person who put up the funds for the heist loses a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So it's got a nice risk reward. You really gotta make sure people do what the fuck they said they're gonna do. Now, what's really crazy about it is the fact that
this should have came out already. Like, I'm sorry, I was fucked up. It's been boiling in my soul since that goddamn game came out.
I just sensed the salt. I sensed the salt in that statement.
I'm right there with him because I actually, and I don't play I haven't really got sat down and played and finished an entire GTA since Top Down.
Wow.
And I actually sat down, played the whole story, played the missions out, beat the game, went online, created a character, got killed a couple times and quit. But if the heists were there, I definitely would have tried them out and been like, damn, but the 7-8 gigs I believe you got to download on your system. It takes about when you first get GTA, it takes about an hour to actually play that thing. I mean, well worth it.
It takes about an hour just to download the game. Then, if there are any updates, that takes a little bit.
But them pictures, though.
Oh,
hey! But those pictures, the little snap pictures, you get to see why it's downloading.
It looks good. I will not deny how good it looks.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to see those pictures. No more. And they just do the little pictures like while it's downloading. You're like, it's like fade in, fade out.
Same
fade
5 pictures that they show you
for an hour.
But it just takes a long time to download. And this is you said like 7-8 gig download.
Oh, but just the game itself is 7-8 gig.
Oh, I thought you meant like the.
No, the heist. I don't know. The heist probably won't be that big of a deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be playing the heist. I would go back to GTA on the 360 and try it out.
Since I only have a PS4 right now, I'd go back to play it on the. I'd get the PS4 version when it drops down a little.
It could have been a standalone though. I mean, it's been so long since.
I wouldn't say it would be a standalone because you can't really do much with it. It'd be like Evolve. And, it's kind of sad to say it like that, but it's kind of like Evolve or Left 4 Dead. Those games really, in my opinion,
don't have the world. They have the concept, but not the world.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing else to do except for A, B, and C. Yeah, I don't think that people would want to pay full price for.
So my question is, we know that GTA comes out every once a decade, maybe.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Do you think we will, with them just getting the heist out? They're still dropping stuff on GTA. They're still like supporting GTA, which is crazy in itself. They're still supporting a game that's like 3 years old and shit. Do you think the next GTA will be this console generation?
Yes. I say yes.
At the end?
Yeah, I think it'd be. Well, I don't think more towards the end. Maybe a little bit more towards the center of the lifespan of this of the console. Mainly because we had
3 years out. Would you say?
Yeah. Mainly because we had 2 for last gen.
Yeah.
I mean, and we had 2 for PS2.
And the system's
3 for PS2.
And the systems weren't really supposed to come out until this year. So there's that. So, no, I think you might be right. Tony, Heist GTA. You might be able to get into them. What do you think?
Well, I've never really been a fan of GTA.
What about the top down, the old school? I know you played San Andreas. What?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I've never
For those
really
who
been
couldn't see him shake his head, no. He said no.
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
I mean, even me as somebody who was I don't play GTA. Like I don't play.
Yeah, like I mean, and it's not that I play. It's not that I have anything. It's not that I have anything.
And you were a
against
PS3
GTA,
head, so I mean that's even more.
But GTA for me just never was one of those games that I was just like
drawn to.
Oh, I gotta get on it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
granted,
you don't want to drive around and get chased by the cops.
Granted, my brother, you know what I'm saying? He played it.
Life.
So I always watched him play it, and even just me watching, trying to garner some kind of interest off of it, I was still just kind of
I get you because GTA like when you see people playing GTA, most times there's a story there, and GTA 4 and 5, especially 5 in my opinion, some people say GTA 4 story was better. I disagree.
The original Grand Theft Auto top-down ones didn't really have too much of a story per se.
No, it was just mayhem.
Yeah, it was just like
Hotline Miami type shit.
3 was the first one that had a story.
Yeah.
Then Vice City came out, and they really were like, look at that. They did a lot. The ones
Vice City was the one that was like, holy shit, look at this.
The
you can go inside the buildings. That was the thing. I remember reading like the Xbox magazine or like IGN or whatever magazine it was.
You could go inside buildings.
You can go wait a minute. You can go inside the building and then run upstairs.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas.
That seems so like. Why wouldn't you be able to do that now?
Right.
Yeah, now it's weird. Like cover when they first introduced cover in
cover mechanics.
Oh yeah.
I can't live at the speed.
Yeah. 3.
And then
Vice
Kill Switch
City.
happened.
Oh god, fucking Kill Switch. Kill dot switch.
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas had more of a story aspect, but a lot of it was purely absolutely purely a parody of like stuff for real life.
Yeah, like Tony Montana. Then it was like Boys in the Hood and all that shit like that.
That's what it was.
Most people say, like I said, most people say that the Nico Bellic story is the best. I like 5.
4 and 5 they started trying to take themselves a lot more seriously.
And I think this is where Tony would probably like it more because when I used to watch people play GTA, they'd be like, oh, he's just running around killing shit. Why? Because it's fun. Because like the game dynamic, you know what I mean, of actually cops and robbers or whatever. I was like, yeah, but why am I doing it?
Yeah, the story for
and then like the 5 is crazy.
4.
Yeah, I mean, I grant 5 is dope.
4 went really, really far in that, like, it's got to be serious. Like, they're trying to take it, like, way too serious. Like, they were really trying to make it, like, nitty-gritty and realistic and stuff like that. And even though they did kind of, like, parody on itself a little bit. 5, they took it, like, a little bit back more towards a little bit of the parody stuff, but still took itself slightly too serious.
Yeah, I think 5 was a good happy. I think 5 was perfect for me. For me, in my interest, I think if 5 was good. They wanted to make it like a gangster story meets a heist. They wanted to make a casino meets The Odd Couple.
It was
meets,
weird.
You know,
you had the wild card, which I love. Trevor was fucking awesome.
Trevor is Trevor.
Yeah. You had Michael, who was trying to get back in the game, even though, like, he has everything he needs, but his life is in shambles.
He's big time.
He's not happy.
Yeah, he's the quintessential made it, but now my kids aren't shit. So
my kids aren't. Well, my kids are shit, and I'm not happy with the way my life is. Like, I thought I'd be happy with all this stuff, but I miss what I used to do. Yeah. And then you have the young upstart Franklin trying to get it in, trying to get into the game for the first time, and trying to really make a name for himself or get in the game. So,
all right, so Heist, they're here. There's 4 of them. I think they're free. I love free things and things that are going to expand the game. So if you're into GTA still, I mean, if you don't have it, if you sold it back, I'm pretty sure you can get it pretty cheap now. I forget how much the next gen console is going, but everybody still has the old gen, so you can go back and play it. But if you I
don't have old gen.
But if you do, we have systems lying around. People who listen are like fucking assholes. Yeah, we like literally. I'm looking at probably 7 of them right now. But anyways,
saying that if next day track us down, fucking try to kill us or something. I don't want to die like that.
I know, right?
But yeah, if you're going to get GTA on the next consoles, because there's nothing to play, especially for PS4 at the moment.
And 360 don't even, or Xbox One don't let me fucking do.
No, I take that back. I rebuke that.
Oh, of course you'd rebuke that because you're a freaking Xbox fan.
No, because I'm
as a PS3 fan, as a PlayStation fan.
Because I'm stupid happy with my games right now. Sunset and
with the games I'm playing, I'm happy too.
But they're not.
There's not enough for
AAA
either.
games.
They're not. Same thing with those. They're not enough of them out there. Name of the AAA games right now that are for Xbox.
Well, we got
exclusives. Exclusives that are successful.
We got the Master Chief Collection when it works.
Successful once again.
The big
successful.
The big patch just came out and it's working great.
You're playing a game that's you're playing a game that's already came out. New for the new system.
Okay. Sunset Overdrive.
One. I can say that one.
Of course, Killer Instinct.
Okay.
For me personally, that's all I got.
I'm talking in general.
In general. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So and then we would have. Gosh. Mm-hmm. I am pretty sick, guys. My brain's really not working too much right now.
I'm pretty sick.
Yeah, I am pretty sick at the moment. But well, we got Ori and the Blind Forest, even though it's an indie game.
You said yourself, third-party games right now. Third-party games. Let's get on it.
No, first-party game. First, what? Indie and the Blind Forest?
Not third-party games, but AAA games. AAA games. That's what you said.
Yeah, it's not. It is an Xbox game, but it's not a AAA game.
AAA games. Because there's a lot of indie games. Like I said, I'm playing indie games right now because they're fun.
Yeah. Nothing against indie games.
AAA games.
But Sunset and Sunset. What I'm playing? Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Rising.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dead Rising was kind of hit miss because.
Not that EX Plus superhero versus.
That's DLC. Still not AAA.
But
we're talking about the main. We're talking about the main AAA ones.
Well, things that made me buy an Xbox was Dead Rising.
We didn't stay on that one. There's nothing to play for either.
I'm still playing Dead Rising.
There's playing the same games. There's not a big variety of games on either side.
I agree.
That's what I'm.
I agree.
Damn it.
I agree.
That's what I've been saying the entire time.
I'm just saying Xbox has more.
No.
Am I wrong?
You are, but we'll talk about that later.
You got Killzone. You got Infamous.
Mm-hmm.
Little Big Planet.
Mm-hmm.
You got. Help me out.
Infamous, Little Big Planet. I was gonna say Lords of Fallen. I didn't do all that well.
Yeah. Lords of Fallen is
Guilty
multi.
Gear.
You do have Guilty Gear.
And
I will say that is a
Guilty
big
Gear.
game.
That's not. That's a re-release. That's 3 right there. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not even gonna lie. There's not much out.
Anyways. Yeah. We can have this fanboy war we want to, but
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not trying to pick PS4 over Xbox One. I'm just saying both systems don't have anything out right
now.